Hi guys, apologies for the lack of a video on Sunday. I don't really know where the time went, but I'm here today with my top 5 drugstore lip products, and they're all, I think, under £10. So I thought I'd go through the products that I kind of reach for, that are from the drugstore, and there should be a finish in there for everyone. And yeah, the colours aren't really important, it's kind of more the formula. So let's get cracking with that. So we'll start with the glosses because we'll go for the sheerest coverage first, and I have 3 here. So the first one I have is actually from Tanya Burr, and I have a few of her glosses. This one is Picnic in the Park, which is a very pale pink colour. The colours are not really important at this point, it's kind of just more about the product itself. So Tanya has her own line of lip glosses that are in Superdrug, and I think they're on Feel Unique and maybe some other places. And basically these glosses are really good. I like these glosses because they're smooth, they have a good amount of colour payoff, they're great for layering, but not only that, they don't sort of streak or anything, and they're not overly sticky in the way that some glosses can be. And I just think these are really nice. They're great because they come with like a really nice flat doe foot applicator that sort of spreads the product unevenly, and you can't really go wrong with these. I think they're about, oh, I think I want to say about £5.99, but I'm not 100% sure, but I'll be putting the prices up here. The next one is from Maybelline, and this is one of their ColorSensational Shine Glosses. This is in the shade Cashmere Rose, which is kind of like a peachy kind of shade, and I have a pink one as well, which is a bit brighter. The colour payoff is quite true to form, I think, and a bit sheerer, and these are really nice. They smell a bit weird, like not in a bad way. They're kind of like a bit fruity, and I think the packaging is just really sleek, and they're a good size to kind of throw in your handbag and go, and they're great again for layering, not very sticky, and just a really nice gloss. I prefer the pink one, but I don't actually know where I put that. The next lip gloss is probably my favourite kind of lip gloss at the moment, and it's the NYX Butter Gloss, and this is in the shade Vanilla Cream Pie. I've raved about these on my blog a few times. I got these when I was in Australia, but I know you can get them in the UK, they're just not as widely available. You can get them from Very, and I think you can get them in NYX as well, and the NYX website, so definitely check on there. And they've started doing extreme glosses, which I'm pretty excited to pick up when I go to New York. So that aside, these are great. They're just very buttery, as the name would suggest. My nails are terrible with a chip, so I apologise for the hand movements. So yeah, they're very buttery, very glossy, but not at all sticky. Like, there's no stickiness whatsoever. They're really comfortable and smooth on the lips, and I just think these are great. And I have 2 shades. I kind of flip between the 2, but I can definitely see myself getting some more. I think they're quite a nice colour payoff. They're just like a nice pop of colour on the lips. They're nothing too opaque, nothing that, you know, is too slightly tinted. Like, it's a good amount of colour that goes on there, and I just think these are really great, and they last a really nice amount of time on the lips as well. On to in between like a gloss and a lipstick, and that would be a balm. And the Revlon Colorburst lip butters are great. I have a couple of these shades, and they're kind of are great colours to kind of just pull out your drawer, throw on and go. They're very good at having quite bright colours, but they're very wearable. Like this one, for example, is called Sorbet, and it does look quite scary in the bullet, I'll give it that, but it's just a really nice moisturised pop of colour on the lips that just really is great for people who are a little bit I've just nipped my finger, ow. It's really great for people who want to branch out into brighter colours and they just kind of find it a little bit daunting. These are kind of like a good way to go. You can wear them quite sheared down, blotted down, and they still look great. You don't have to wear them as the full shebang, but they're very moisturising and nourishing on the lips, and there is a whole host of colours. There's definitely a colour in there for everyone. On to mattes, and I've really got into matte lipsticks in like the past, I don't know, 6 months or so. I've just really enjoyed them. Once you find a formula that you like, you kind of tend to go with it, and I found that with 3 different products. So the first one I have for you is another Revlon one, and it's called the Colorburst Matte Balm. These came out I think last summer around that time, and they smell minty for starters, which is pretty pretty cool. But what I love about these is that, yeah, they are matte, but they don't dry your lips out at all, and they have like a slight sheen to it. Not that they're anyway glossy, because they're not. They've got a bit of movement to them that's not too, like, it's not very drying. I'm kind of not explaining this very well. And they kind of have a slight sheen to them to give the lip a bit more dimension, and I just think these are great. They have a really, again, really amazing colour shade range. Revlon can do no wrong in that respect, but I just think they're really, really nice. Then the next matte one I have is from Bourjois, and this is one of their Rouge Edition Velvets. This is in the shade Pink Pong. I went absolutely crazy over these. These are one of the most long-wearing lip products I've ever come across. They are super opaque. You kind of have to have one layer, and it dries down to a gorgeous matte finish that does not budge at all. I've gone out, worn this all night, ate, drank, tried to scrub it off at night, and it's still been there in the morning. So if you want something that's seriously long lasting, definitely worth a shout with this one. You can layer it as well, if you wanted to. You know, a lot of people do that out of habit. They don't need to, but they'll still layer it. They have some really nice shades. They've started adding some more nudie kind of colours in there, which are actually really nice as well. Like, I think there's one called Happy Nude Year, which might have been limited edition, but that was so, so nice. And yeah, I think these are just a really nice little, tiny little gloss, lip gloss, not really a lip gloss, a lip colour thing, liquid lipstick, that I think are just brilliant, and they really do rival the high-end ones, and I think they're fantastic. The last one from the matte side is, again, another really good, long-wearing, comfortable, still hydrating lip balm, lip gloss, lip cream. Who knows, they're all called different things everywhere. And this is the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in the shade Antwerp. It's kind of like a corally, muted kind of shade. They do, again, have lots of colours, and I just found this the most comfortable matte lip that I had while I was on holiday. I kind of got it when I was abroad, and I just think they're really nice and apply really smoothly, no streaks, very opaque, and you can't really go wrong with either of these. I think the Bourjois one's probably slightly better because they are easier to get hold of. Finally, onto lipsticks, and I have two of the same formula, but they're two different, like, ranges, if that makes any sense. So Loreal have their kind of celebrity inspired, like, nudes and reds collection, and I've got one of each, and they're both from Julianne Moore. So the first one is the Riche Julianne's Nude, which smells like Palmer Violets. Incredible. It's really nice, slightly glossy, slightly shimmery, nudie pink shade that I think is great. These last ages on the lips, and they're very comfortable. The other one I have is the Riche again, and this is Julianne's Pure Red, which I'm wearing today, and it's quite an orange toned red, kind of a bit like MAC Lady Danger. They're kind of like a satin finish. It's not glossy, but it's not like totally matte, so I definitely recommend these. The final one I have is a Bourjois Rouge Edition lipstick, and I've had a bit of hit and miss time with the shades of some of these, but more of the recent shades that they brought have been absolutely gorgeous. This is the shade 40, which is called Rose Incognito. I really like the packaging, and it doesn't really have a scent. I'm like sniffing. Doesn't really have a scent, but they are very smooth, really gorgeous wash of colour that adds a nice bit of colour but nothing too dramatic, and it's kind of like one of those handbag shades. You know what I'm talking about. Handbag shades are good. Yeah, so that's everything that is under £10 that is a lip product from the drugstore. Hopefully I'm going to be able to have a more sort of flashier title than that, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you want to see any future videos like this, if this is the kind of video that you're into, please leave me a comment below and I will see what I can organise, because I've got quite an extensive stash of products. Yeah, so I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!